Oh, Aries. Happy birthday! I'm so excited. It is Aries season, and the gifty gift is a birthday read every single day for Aries. And since this is the start of the astrological calendar, we're going to do a birthday read for the next 365 days based on the season that we're in. So happy birthday, Aries. Happy birthday. This is Horoscope-ish. I'm Lindsay, and this is the Spiritual Entertainment Channel. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Most importantly, have fun and enjoy the uppity, because that's what we do here, and we have fun here. Okay. So I did lay down some cards. We have not reached the end yet, though, and that's okay. So without further ado, we are experiencing a little bit of alone time after quite a bit of mutter truckery. So we're just like taking some time. Aries taking some time out and getting their wish fulfillment, which is solitude. Lights out. I'm gonna roll with it. I love it. So, yeah. I told Pisces the other day, get some sleep. Here's the problem. But it's too much fun. It's too much fun. I'm having too much fun at those parties and gatherings. But it looks like somebody in my Aries, this might be you. Yay, this is so much fun. But still, nevertheless, two pandas are like, one took a face plant and one is like a little, oh my God, I don't know if I can keep up with this. There's probably a reason for it. That stuff is not good for your body, especially if you're drinking or, just excessive playing is the playing. Let's see here. But the interesting thing is this all started because you got out of your head, you got out of isolation. You were like, my thoughts are dragging me down and my actions are dragging me down, so this has got to stop. So now you're in retirement, essentially, from, not a retirement, but you're taking a break. You're like doing your own thing. You're in your own little space. And you like it that way. In the past year, we got the Devil card. Depicted with this, okay? Aries has been in captivity a little bit on display. It's not been fun, especially when it's like, Aries do this, Aries do that, and Aries like, I don't like this, I don't like that, but Aries got put back in their cages when everything was said and done, and then just stay there and be a good Aries. Aries is a wild, amazing creature, right? So in this past card with you being in captivity or possibly being in captivity or being put on display, it started to get to you. Come with me and you'll see. Guess what? What you're doing right now is this. Four of Pentacles, which normally can mean kind of being stingy, right? Holding on, not letting go, stubbornness. Blah. Or the way this is like, oh, no, I know exactly what I'm doing. I am sending out little investments. Hey, here's a little bit of my magic. Make something happen with your magic. You're investing here and there, and it looks like you have 4 openings. So that's kind of cute. Maybe you're a business owner, and we'll get there. So this is the problem with laying down the cards. The shock factor is already gone. The wow factor is already gone. But nevertheless, we continue. Okay, so a major life event is happening here in the near future. Baby, you're like lightning in a bottle in the cool way, okay? I know this is an adult's channel, but I'm also a Gemini, and I'm very playful. I have no Leo in my chart, so I don't really understand where the childlike energy comes from, but, I've heard a few things about that psychologically, so it's just, you can say whatever you want, people. Be energetic, be childlike. It's fantastic. Especially when you are like lightning in a bottle. Look at you, you're having an epiphany about why everything's going wrong. And you have an epiphany about why everything's going wrong in your life, and then you've got, this judgment card, which is just like, dare I say God, because God don't punish. Okay. Spiritualists like me believe that God is within, and thereby, if God does punish and the wrath of God is a thing, it's because we have God in us and we are the wrath. So, we can do that. We can do that yin-yang balance, just saying. Here's you. And there's an epiphany about your assets, the fact that, you're very, you've done very well for yourself. But it's still, yes, you have these things. You have the crown. You have the, the pinnacle. You've got the abundance of bamboo. You got it all, Aries. Here's the problem. The epiphany strikes you about sourcing. More natural. You're getting a call to be more natural. Go more natural. Because those things that you have, there's some kind of epiphany about the destruction of Earth, of the ground of the Earth. And it has to do with sourcing. Oh, that's nice, Aries. Is it sourced correctly? And Aries is like, I'm pretty sure. I used to hear follow the money. I remember, like if I was just sitting in front of the television and enjoying a sitcom or 10, and there'd be like a Save the Whales commercial. And oh my gosh, especially in the 90s, I was all about, Free Willy, all about Save the Whales, all about it. Well, then I got introduced to things like Earthlings and documentaries like oh my gosh, it literally made me go, oh my gosh. And I knew, but I was like, I'm so glad somebody did something about this. But it was called Super Size Me, and all these things that were being introduced. Well, I believe it was a new documentary I was introduced to about 3 or 4 years ago, about sourcing. And someone in the documentary said, follow the money. And when I followed the money, I was like, no. So it's about sourcing, about how things that we have are unethically sourced by means of unreplenishable. It's not renewable. And if it is renewable, but over millions of years. I mean, come on. So, is it really sustainable, this King of Pentacles energy? Just like this epiphany of like, ugh. I was thinking about it the other day, like, I saw my dream car, and I was like, yeah, but when it's dead, it becomes obstructive, to the environment. And I even had to explain to somebody the other day about like why don't you have a car? And I'm like, hey, put a car on top of rent, it's another rent. Like, I'm sorry, it's just it's crazy how much it costs to have a vehicle. And honestly, it is just better. Now I know why people live in New York, but at the same time, this is Hollywood, baby, and there's still amazing transportation. So you can get where you need to go. I know it's obnoxious, guys, but at the same time, like if you're a bus rider or a public transportation person, you have no idea how many life-changing for your environment. It's life-changing for your environment. I'm not telling you to do it. I am not trying to make you feel bad. Me personally, I've been just like, even when the option was there, I was like, yeah, but it drains me. It drains my resources. It drains resources that don't really belong to me like that. Like it just doesn't feel soul correct. Which is like, people are, get an electric car. Awesome, but you know, you got to keep up with the times, right? So by the time things happen, nobody can work on this, that, or this other thing. I'm talking about cars. I'm talking about you now. Let's go back. Either way, I got a little activist-y. I'm sorry. Been involved with activism for quite some time. It's necessary. You're realizing something about your abundance that may be having you. It's like, this is God going, don't be sad about it. I get that all the time. I gotta ask my wife, like, God's mad at me, and my wife's like, no. Even you talk about how God's never mad. We are mad at ourselves because of societal pressures and things that we can't control, things beyond our control that are like, why are you tripping? And I'm like, I forgot, because I would never say that to somebody else, only myself. You know, oh, you're such a crazy person for even thinking that you deserve anything close to. It's not even about deserving. It's about knowing better. And I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad. It's just obvious. Okay, cool. So moving on. Judgment. With this flirly thing here, this beautiful, like, don't be hard on yourself, but just maybe go a little bit more natural, you know, because you have all this abundance, and but you still have things that, you know, it's understandable to acquire things that maybe you can upcycle. Maybe your crown is made of recycled material, you know. It was once the side of a ship, you know, my crown, you know, I don't know. It's a heavy ass crown. Heavy is the head, where's the crown? Yeah, if it's made of steel. Okay, so anywho, people are seeing you as a boss. So you do have your own standings. You're like, I'm not responsible for anything other than what I'm here to rule, to manage, to CEO. And here's the thing, there's an Ace of Swords coming. You don't see this. There's an Ace of Swords. And it looks like, what's the grace, guys? Why do we have Ace of Swords? A new opportunity is coming. Aces are always opportunities. So, to me, it like starts the potential, like an idea, a big idea comes up. A big action happens. Oh, a big action happens. Surrounding family. 4 of Wands, community. A big action happens. A big idea, action or idea happens within the community. What is it? That's quick action. Everybody starts thinking. And they're thinking about their root chakra, and they're literally wearing the root chakra as a cape. I don't know about that. Panda bear. And they're in good faith too. 6. Okay, so their reality and their faith and their root system is like ambitious, just as ambitious. They're sitting within decaying, the community is sitting within decaying elements, and start to, oh my gosh, if you guys see the new Beauty and the Beast, where Maurice says, everyone, your mother was wonderful, and they everyone made fun of her until they started to emulate her. There's an Aries here who people will begin to emulate after being like probably immature AF. Woo! Alright. So I kinda love that for you guys. Happy birthday. Okay. What do we have for Aries? I just got real hot. I'm also going through a few changes. Hi, darn. about it? Sorry, I just got this like little heart feel for this is gonna be a good one. For what? Low vibration. Okay, well that's not low vibration is not always unnecessary. Jiminy Christmas, we do have to low vibration and close relationships. Okay. This is gonna be a good one. Low vibration is also root chakra, y'all. If you know how it's like open your mind. Well, opening your mind is universally dangerous. For whom? For who? In what manner, which way? This obviously doesn't work for everyone, and Aries sees that, but looks like the community's getting on board. Probably even with birds. This is for the birds. Okay. Not a problem. Here's the thing, Aries. We can't lash out. Peace. It might be a utopian idea, but I don't know. Can't lash out. Remember your divinity, Aries. Remember your divinity. Blah. Anywho. I'm sorry, I just got this little like. You got the 9 of Cups in reverse for the divine guidance position. Aries, you might need to stop shining so much. Don't shine like this. One time I was told, I know what your problem is. You run towards burning, or you run towards sinking ships and burning buildings. The offense I took to that as a person who would take offense to a person who would run away in self-preservance. I literally felt like that's what the problem of the world is. Y'all don't run towards sinking ships or burning buildings. No, we have lower paid individuals to do that. Okay. So, stop shining. Have you guys seen God's Favorite Idiot, where Melissa McCarthy's husband is playing this role of a man who glows, and God wants him to tell people to stop fighting and love each other, and God is played by a woman, and the woman says to the man says to him, you know, it's really hard to keep putting out fires when the homeowner keeps lighting a match and throwing it. It's kind of like, what do you want? Do you want to be incinerated? Maybe, keep praying for miracles and then get our miracles, and then Aries, you're giving too many miracles that are going. Oh man, I know this is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It's going to waste. Your resources are. I've even had to have a friend tell me this recently. Like your resources are not for other people. But they can eventually be, but the resources you're working with can't be for other people. I literally had to have a person tell me stop. Like one of the rules in my family is if I go out, I am not allowed to give anybody money. That's weird to me because there's such a need. But it also puts me in a position where the roof is compromised and the food is compromised and the dailies, the basic human rights are compromised. So you're doing that. That's exactly what you're doing, Aries. And the exhaustion levels too. So the bottom deck. card. Dream space. Huh. Potential outcome here. Pardon. Whilst holding on to your vision and your creation, you about to grab onto a much more serious, not much more serious, well, a lot more serious. It wants to come again. I'm not gonna let it. I'm pushing that sucker down. I do not like sneezing. I don't. So I make it outrageously loud because of the silencing of the original. Anywho, wait until March 31st, guys, when I'm going live on TikTok to do some story time. You're grabbing onto something, another vision that's so serious. And with that rainbow in the back, it's like seeing everything in perfect color. Something you're grabbing onto lights you up in such a manner that you can see color. You dream of colors that have never been made. That's wonderful. Just realize that it's your birthday, and you need to celebrate you for just a hot second. How about you take an entire month off? Just saying. I'm gonna wait until you agree to this. Here I am. I'm just gonna sit right here and wait till you're done arguing with me about not taking. I can't take a month off. Yes, you can take a month off. Okay, you need to just be with yourself for a little while and kind of just avoid the parties, avoid the social gatherings. I understand you're a CEO. I get it. You're something. You're an owner. You're a business owner. You're a founder. You're a entrepreneur. Well, you got there. You did it. Wonderful. Well done. Stop giving a little. Give so much less. Give so much less. Because people are starting fires, Aries. And it's not the fire within, it's the fire without. And it's called arsenal. Arson? There is an arsenal, but it's called arson. Lindsay out. I love you. Bye.